here I just specify T here, and you can find template which is being shown in this particular drop down. And when I click on this particular template, you can see we have got the complete code. And this is how we create a live template in Flutter application. And I hope some of you might have already known this particular implementation, but as we are targeting the beginner tutorials, I am creating this particular template. In this vlog, we are going to create a live template using which you can kickstart your Flutter application development. And you can use this particular template throughout your application and try to design the screens very much faster. And this is just a basic template which I am going to show you, and you can customize this particular template according to your requirement. Let's try to see how we can create a live template, and I suggest you to watch till the end of this particular tutorial so that you won't miss any part of this template creation. And now let's get started. So now I'm going to clear the code, and here this time we are going to start from scratch again, because from next time you can just directly make use of this particular template and get started with your coding, and that would be much more faster. So here we have declared run app here, and inside the run app I'm going to specify my app, which is going to be the default widget with which we'll get started. So here you can see stateful and stateless widgets and state animation here. So these three are the suggestions which you are getting over here. So the similar way, when you create this particular template and when you start typing, then you will also get a suggestion of your template in the same way in whatever the file it may be regarding to the Flutter I'm saying. And not only Flutter, in different programming languages as well you can make use of this particular template when you are using Android Studio, for example like Kotlin and Java. And here now let's try to create a stateless widget. So as a basic example I'm showing you this one, and here we have created a stateless widget like my app. And here whenever you try to create a stateless or stateful widget, it just try to return you a placeholder, and it will leave, I mean, there are no any additional widgets that you get from this particular stateless widget, and this like a basic template it will provide you. And from here we will start adding material app, and inside which we provide scaffold and try to provide a skeleton for our application, right? So in the similar way we are going to create a basic application here. So here inside the title we are going to make use of a text widget here to display a text. So here I am going to specify live template, and I would be marking this one like a constant so that it won't rebuild every time. And here we have got an app bar, and now also I'll try to show you a basic body section here. And here I'm going to consider a text button which will be again in the center of the screen. So here on pressed, and one more thing is child here. So these two are the mandatory things whenever you are making use of a button over here. And again this will be like a constant. So here I'm just trying to provide a text like submit, and on press will be for now I don't want to provide anything to the button, and here I will wrap it to the center of the screen. And also you can mark this like a constant, and that's it. This is the basic code which I want to show, and let's try to quickly run this particular code on our iOS simulator just to see whether we do have any errors in the existing code or not. And if the code is perfectly fine, then we can go ahead and start creating a template for this particular code. So I suggest you to create such a templates, and not only in a single project, you can make use of these templates for whatever the project you try to create in this particular IDE. So this template is an IDE based and not a project based. So you can use the template in multiple projects, just like you use stateful and stateless widget every time, right? So it works in the similar way. So here our application is now build process is now completed, and here we can see the output, and here we can find the submit button in the center. And also one more small thing I want to make here, I would like to remove this debug banner as well, so that from next time we won't get the debug even in our template. So fine, this is our template, and now let's try to go to Android Studio here, and here in the settings try to search for live template, and here you have found this particular live template here. And now select here and try to add a new template here. So here you got a Flutter and Android comments Kotlin. So you got all these things over here. And in the Flutter, if you observe, you can find we are having a stateful, stateless, and state animation. So previously we saw, right, in the drop down we started getting some suggestions, and these are the things from where we are getting those drop down suggestions. And similarly, we are going to add a particular template now in Flutter. So, and as I said previously, not only for Flutter, you can create templates in different languages, and here you can find examples. So for this particular tutorial we are going to deal with Flutter, so I am going to add a template into Flutter directory over here. So select the Flutter directory and tap on a plus button over here. This will simply add a new template, and also you can create a group of templates, but for now I am going to create a single live template, and depending upon your requirement you can also create a group over there. And here we need to provide an abbreviation, which is nothing but a kind of a shortcut you may consider. So I'm going to specify like temp, or let's make it like a template just for an example tutorial I'm going to show in this way. And you can also write some description over here. You can write a description, and again it's an optional thing. So I have copied the complete code which we have written just now in the IDE, and I'm going to paste it over here. So you can just scroll it a bit, and you can find the complete code here right from the import I have considered in this particular template, so that next time you even get the imports, void main, everything. And you can create a basic pages as well going forward, and just abbreviate it like a page, so that you won't add multiple this void main specifications in your project. So for pages it will be much more helpful for you. So here I am going to specify a simple description like simple app template. Here we go. So I have specified a description like a simple app template to get started, and down here you can find no applicable context, and here you can define applicable context such that your template will be visible throughout your IDE. And also when you are dealing with a specific language, also you can specify that particular specific language over here. And as I could not find Flutter here, so I have specified everywhere, or you can also specify other here. Just for example purpose I have specified everywhere, and you can confine it to that particular language in real-time usage. So click on apply and tap on OK button over here, and now I'm going to clear this complete code now, and I also am going to stop the emulator. So here I am going to uninstall this particular project, and here I will start typing temp. Here I just specify T here, and you can find template which is being shown in this particular drop down. And when I click on this particular template, you can see we have got the complete code. And this is how we create a live template in Flutter application. And I hope some of you might have already known this particular implementation, but as we are targeting the beginner tutorials, I am creating this particular template, and I hope this is very helpful for your application development. And if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter.